3, 2, 1, go. But yeah, that would be cool still. That would definitely be cool still. Oop. Personalizing is good, but having multiple accounts with the same username is easier to search. Fair enough, fair enough. That's why I make sure that I always have links to the other accounts in my other accounts, to put simply. In addition, we're going to run into an issue because you know, that's actually one of the things I should be working on this week. It's good to try to, I'll help my mom a little, then I'm coming right back. All right, but yeah. Definitely, you raise a good point, and that is something a lot of people have brought up as to the reason why I'd be patient tadpole. It's just, I think I'm already going to, as long as I link all, oh my gosh. All right, well, with that taken care of, I find as long as I link my, personal account to, as long as I link them all together, as long as from Discord I have a or from Twitch I have a connection to YouTube, from YouTube I have a connection to Twitch, so on and so forth as I add more. It should be fine, but won't deny would be preferable if they were all just called Patient Tadpole. Honestly, it would be all preferable if they were all called by my actual name, but I have a feeling Twitch isn't going to have that name available for me, to put simply. Oof. Ooh, early dash heirloom. That's nice. That's a nice. Alright. Oh my gosh. That went south. Well, at least I didn't take damage there. That could have gone far more south. Didn't like how they all split up, kind of, for, like, where they were located. Oh, well. Yeah, you even got the gold before it dissipated. That's very nice. Right. Whew. It's got the dash. Alright. All calm. All calm on here on the front. Whoop. Keep it moving. Keep it chill. No need. Just guarantee. Really suck if there wasn't anything up here. But it is. And that's all I needed. I could start exploring now, but I think it's just going to be better if I find Echo Kick. Like, I did find that I do not need to find Lamech. I could just go to Gauntheads immediately, as they give enough gold in total. But I think it's a great way to force resets by dying without ever finding Lamech. And, like, keep in mind, I also need to find Echo Boots and stuff, so it's like, taking the long way is not a penalty. It's just, I'm gonna have to go through here anyways, is what I'm getting at. I'm gonna have to go find Lamech no matter what. It's just a question of when. I'll grab the Ambrosia. I think that's gonna be valuable for me. Boop. Since we're down here, let's check this path. Lamech could be down these. I take the damage if I thought I was coming back. If I thought... Ah. Well, that's the bottom. Oof. Hopefully this time it's friendly enough that I can go on through without having to panic and resort to other directions. Like so. Alright. Oh, this is a dead end. Definitely gotta pay attention to those a bit more, because while searching the map takes about half a second to a second, exploring the entire room like that takes at least 3 seconds. Oop. This way for Book. Nope. There's Book. Thank you, Book. I appreciate it, Book. And here's Lamech. Awesome. Yes, Scholar Cape. Ooh. So Scholar Cape means we can either go heavy spell, or we can go strength and get spell in the process, depending on what our spell situation, our money situation, stuff like that. Alright. Well, we're gonna focus on boss. Enoch. Yo, how's it going? Oof. Alright. Fine. Fine, you dealt damage. I hope you enjoy it, because I don't intend for you to do it again. There we go. Yep. It's going pretty fine. Not perfect, but pretty darn fine. Okay, never mind. Now it's gone pretty south. Alright. Whew. Oh well. Lamech's taken care of. We're still minus. That's still good. Still good. And yeah, I definitely feel more comfortable with these minuses over the alternatives. Alright. Deep breaths. Everything's going good. We have this entrance here. I'm still gonna go for Gone Heads. I'm still gonna take a point into Gone Heads. We have the Ambrosia to help us. Like, if we take damage, we actually can escape the room. And if we don't find Gone Heads after that, we can exit to main menu. Unfortunate, definitely, but it is something we can do. Oop, took damage there. Not appreciated. Whew. Well, guess we're opening this chest. Well, there are things that can one-shot us, but we're on this path. Let's take it to its logical conclusion. There is a path all the way to the end. Oof. Made a mistake. Oh well. Made a mistake. Happens. Well, between these options, Gravity Beam seems the most survivable. Does mean we're just grabbing... If we grab the cape, is as it's allowing us to go into magic without having to spend into magic, but... We know we have 700 worth of gold that we can purchase over there. That means we basically have to buy it now. Alright. There we are. Alright, so I guess we're going strength from here on. And with this extra gold, I think we have Dyspraxia. We might have Gambling, but I think we have Dyspraxia. And... Nope, the lack of those guys give me stuff. Tells me that's gambler. So in case you're wondering, gambler means I only get gold from chests, and the gold is variable. So destroying objects is just like trying to collect meat and such. Oof. Fortunately, because we never reset, I still have to go find book and such. So nice, got higher gold amounts, so we're already at pretty nice gold amounts. Oh my gosh, that means Gone Heads is actually not going to give me enough gold because they don't have a chest. Okay. So in other words, we cannot face Gone Heads. Alright. Well, that's good to identify now instead of later. So I can't face Gone Heads with this life. Sure. Probably a worthwhile relic, since with this laser beam I'm going to end up killing a lot of enemies along the way. If the bomb's right there, that means the top's really far away, which means even more reason not to go for it. Alright. That's okay. Looks like we're just getting kicked now. Don't worry too much about other things. Definitely would be more optimal if I, like, went and grabbed book first, but, like, I'm not gonna focus on that right now. Right now, we're just gonna get the route that works for us. That works for us in our position. Also, compulsive gambling gives us a below average amount of health from the Void Beasts. We could be in trouble. So compulsive gambling was probably the kill shot for us in a few senses. Unfortunate. But this could still work. This could still work. Alright. This is why I like going against averages, because when things go south like this, you're still competing, you're still improving, you're still trying to do the best you can. Alright. Yeah, compared to our averages, we're actually minus, which is pretty awesome. Pretty darn awesome. But yeah, now we do have to go to Gone Heads, or we have to go to the Void Beasts, which does put us a little behind, but should be fine. And yeah, we're using these for gold gain because with our little effect, we want to guarantee we get enough gold. And this also might allow us, if we keep getting lucky as we have been, to get all of our gold without having to find the boss. Ooh. That was actually a really nice little comfortable lower side. Oop. Alright, we took 25 damage. That is an acceptable amount of damage. Comparatively. As, for example, a comparison. Alright, well, I could find meat in here, and meat gives me 40, which is, again, amazing. Oop. Alright. See, can we? Nope. Glad we checked, though. Probably could have shield bashed through, but also I get chances of finding meat in those guys, so kind of worth it. Not high enough, unfortunately. Made it through. Slightly. Ooh. Got through. All these little crevices that I'm cutting through are great. Everything's going great, actually. Given the circumstances, everything's going actually fantastic. Oh my gosh. We just made it to the boss at full health. Yeah, things are going fantastic right now. Keep in mind, these laser beams destroy the small bones. So I can actually use these laser beams on the ground as they do this. So I can just... Yep. So it can't destroy the ones from above, but I could destroy the ones from below. Otherwise, we have this base attack to just constantly apply pressure. Alright, well, we took a little damage. Our mistake entirely. Let's get out of there. Oh my gosh, I was even facing the wrong direction. Oh my gosh, it destroyed the projectile as it hit me. Ugh. That's sad. Yep, okay, so maybe we don't rely on this spell by too much. A little hard to see what's going on, but managed. Come on, almost there. I think I do die in, depending, so I think their damage is variable, and I am in range to die in one hit from the Void Beast. So, gotta keep that in mind. Can't be too reckless. Well, we made it. Now we just need to not roll low on gold, and we have enough to buy the guy. 282%. Hey, look at that. That's all the gold we will need. That's all the gold we will need. Heck yes. Roll high. Just roll high. Roll. Alright. Okay. Not bone. I just realized this is lowering my resolve below 100. That's probably a bad idea then. Well, oh well, I made the mistake. Let's move forward. Nope. Alright, here's one lily. Oh, I thought it was one of those spikes. I thought it was one of those spike balls. And so I... Yep. Alright. I guess... So here's what my plan. We're going to go with this Valkyrie. Then we're immediately going to get enough levels to turn this Valkyrie into a duelist. Let's get a duelist. Let's try it out. We actually got to max out damage as well. Let's see how that works with plus 10 strength. Alright. Seems very calm. Seems very cool. Alright. So plus 10 strength. Got a magic 8 ball for damage. Got a cape so I can act so the damage is actually worthwhile over there. And we'll see how the duelist feels. We'll head down because we were heading up last time. Just explore the area pretty well. Thoroughly. Make it thorough. Do not have these heirlooms anymore, unfortunately, but it's okay. Oop, and this is why it's worthwhile to check those dead ends, because I will have lost a lot more time actually walking through that. Wow. So yeah, going through here is our fastest way to the far shores, according to the map. Which, kind of unfortunate, but if it's true, it's true. That means this is a bit of a bad castle generation, but we're managing. Found a maw. Gained some health, opening her chests. And yeah, basically Far Shores should just like be right across here. There it is. Alright. We have the last lily over there. So I think we just... I'm going to leverage this because we still need to find... we still need to find Book and an entrance up to the top. So I'm actually going to leverage this health. Ooh, you can do a dashing strike even on the ground. That's good to know as a duelist. Yep. One-shotting even in this area. Alright. Set up from there. Oh gosh, this is the bottom right here. Which is, by the way, a very surprising place to be the bottom. But does happen. Can't deny that does happen. Alright, cannot afford this unless it's 5 resolve, so we're just not gonna purchase. Alright, found Book. Let's head to the right to try to find the other entrance. Alright. I always press it like a second too late, it feels. Because I know I press it, just doesn't resolve in time. Alright. Well, we have this entrance, and now we can go get double jump. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. There we go. And then we can use this double jump to go grab last lily. Keep going. Keep it calm. Fine. We're a little behind even given our average, but I'm unsure how much of our average has areas picked up. I can guarantee our average does not have 10 strength boosts. It might have Warden Weapon, not going to deny that, but it does not have 10 strength boosts. Yeah, if I find Warden Weapon, I just grab a Barbarian spin to win. Go. Should be 2 swings. Go. Simple enough. Very clean room. Oop. Just keep it moving. Hey, you even made it to the other side. Thanks to the roll. Thanks, roll. Yeah, the roll is great, just for maneuverability sometimes. Alright, then we go from the entrance. And from the entrance, we then head to the Lily. From the Lily, we head to Nama. Sounds good. Things are working out. I know it's to the right. Trying to figure out. Alright. Got it routed. I think I got it routed at least. We will figure out through trial and error. And through just pausing the screen every once in a while. Alright, and then instead of going back, we just exit out. We go Slaughter Nama with Duelist with all the extra damage boost. Whew, deep breaths. And then we go upstairs. Hey! Just like I'm gonna... Actually, this is a great time to do it. Thank you, Somersault Jump. Glad to see you, man. Glad to see you. Ah. Unpause that. Oh, whoa! It's letting us... It's doing the trick. We're able to go through. We're able to move while it's happening. Alright. Let that happen. Pop open chat so I can see it again. Ooh. Keep it moving. Alright. Just kill him very quickly. Oh, it didn't even bounce because I was inside their hitbox, so it never hit the other side. Alright. Made a stupid mistake. That's fine. With all our strength boosts, it's just better to keep swinging than even stop for these unless they're, like, we can't reach them because they're in a wall like this. Bam. Woo! Renu! How's it going, man? Thank you. I'm assuming you're the other follower. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Ooh. So, we ended up getting a strange run, and because of that run, we had a ton of money to increase our strength. So, we're leveraging that to, you know, melee Nama a lot. I don't play Duelist too much, but if there's ever a reason to pick Duelist, it's because of how well they face Nama. Specifically, Nama seems weak to Duelists. So, that being said, I am currently at one hit kills me, so I have to be a little cautious. She's at low health effectively, like, compared to where her health could be. She is at low health. So I'm just being extra cautious. Don't want to take a hit. Single hit will kill. Unless it's like a spike or something, but a single hit from Nama or any of her projectiles. Alright. Almost dead. There he goes. There we go. Whew. Alright. Deep breaths. There we go. By the way, as for the timer is compared to our average times, not our personal best or anything like that, so don't you worry about that. Alright. Ah. Gotta make sure I can see this. Alright. There we go. So now we have the Stygian study still. And unfortunately it is the entirety of the Stygian study still. Which is quite uncomfortable, because there are enemies here that deal needlessly over 100 damage, so definitely a scary place to be. Also, once we find the heirloom, we have to pick it up instantly. There are no teleports at the heirloom, so we can't come back for it. But we have found Murmur, and we found the heirloom. Look at that! Easy heirloom. Easy heirloom. Whew. I'm impressed you're insane with your sick moves. GG, man. GG. Yeah, dude, so don't worry about it. I have played this game for over 200 hours, and given that that's early access, that's indicative of me playing too much, way too much. So it makes sense that I have learned the sick moves in the process. There are other people that like do sick moves. Like every time people just meet me for the first time, I have to bring up Mindful Line 3. He is currently the world record holder. I'm the one competing with him, so he has some sick moves of his own. But still, like, thank you for watching me. I do think I make my content more than worthy despite not being number one. I think I have more than enough ways to make it awesome to watch. Alright, Let's shoot 2 of those. Yep. Care of it. Come on. Definitely one of the rooms that make the Duelist a little more of a challenge to play. But we managed. Awesome. Ooh, so how's your day doing, Rhino? Or, I don't know if it's Rhino, but... Anyways, how's your day going, man? Mine's going good. I ended up having to start 2 hours late, but we're still doing fine on times. While hitting with Duelist, are you spamming the left, right? Kind of, yeah. So, I'm not sure if you know about this, but, if you spam both directions, there's an autocorrect system in the game that will try to, configure to have you turning directly towards the opponents. But in the Nama, I actually did not need that, because her hurt box is larger than the box where she can hit you. So it's possible to hit her while facing the other direction, especially with the Duelist, because his swing actually goes backwards slightly. So the combination meant I can actually kill Nama without having to even look at her. And those Void Balls deal ridiculous amounts of damage. Oop. I got a kick. Just had to reset that a few times to make sure I can get through. Alright, well, we're taking a lot of damage. Apple bailing me out like a hero. Like an absolute hero. Alright, so these guys deal anywhere from 105 to 110 damage, so I can survive 1 hit. So, gotta be a little careful. Whoop. Whew. Yep, stick together, please. Stick together. As long as I can hit you both at the same time, this will be a very short fight. Yes! Thank you. No! Alright, I'm just gonna roll because the pausing honestly messes me up quite a bit, so I usually roll when something like that happens. There we go. More like renew. Yeah. Thank you for the explanation. Yep, I tried to make sure my runs are understandable. I do recognize people are coming here for the first time, and they want to know what in the world is going on. So right now, one of the things you should note is we are kind of looking at all the enemies. So the reason we return to main menu there is because there's a long cutscene where you have to wait as it like unveils that you got the painting. But if you just pick up the treasure chest, it already recognizes it as you killed the boss. And I just need to kill the boss. I don't need to sit around for that long cutscene. So by exiting it into main menu, it actually saves me time. It's only like a few seconds, but... I mean, it's a few seconds. So... Oh! I think it doesn't matter with the Duelist. Usually I give a bright flashing warning because I end up destroying the red orbs. But I think the Duelist just rolls through them without destroying them, so it's not going to make any bright flashes. So... Yep. Ooh. Just gotta be careful. Move comfortably. Awesome. Let's use that. Awesome. Here we go. The other day I was looking at a guy who was a speedrunner at level 1. It was quite impressive. Yep. Mindful Line and Fenor, I know both are capable of doing that. Could you explain the E-Jest theme once again, please? I have the drawback of being French. The C-Jest. I don't... Unfortunately, I'm not understanding what you mean by the phrase C-Jest, unfortunately. I'm trying to think why I did. So... Chest skip. Oh, yeah, so after you defeat those boss, there's a long cutscene where you have to watch as, like, a painting reveals itself. Once I find the final boss here, you'll see that there's 2 paintings right next to it. Oh my gosh. These apples are just like, this character will make it to the end. Don't you worry about that. But, anyways, there's a long cutscene that plays after you... So it's extra long, not because of the cutscene being long, but because you have to wait in the room until it decides that it's played long enough that it's time to let me keep moving. But if I just exit to main menu, it already recognizes that I killed the boss and like auto plays those cutscenes. Oh my gosh, this was there was no exit at this room. Should have noticed that. Oh well. Teaches me to actually pay attention to the room sizes. But yeah. Enoch is always at the top, in case you're wondering where I'm like going right now. There he is. So you see these two pictures? I would have to wait as it shows like a theme break off of it and reveals, oh, here, now Enoch's door is open. And then that has an extra cutscene when you kill the last one. Alright, well, so here's the theme. The little projectiles over to this side, these little guys, I took that theme's damage instead of the bosses, because those themes only deal 25 damage versus the Enoch here, which deals 88. So I die in one hit to Enoch. I could take like 3 more hits from those little projectile guys in the right. So if you ever see me like just staying over to the right like this, it's to keep myself safe by taking the lesser of the 2 damages. Alright, and here it's just completely random where those projectiles land, so I'm just kind of dodging by instinct and, like, looking at things. Alright, awesome. Whew. Deep breaths. But yeah, the reason I've kind of gone better at the explanations is because I'm trying to get other people interested in speedrunning this game themselves, because it's a lot of fun to run this game. I want to get more people involved in the community. But like it's a hard game to run. Do want to note, if you ever do get into running, my first time was like 3 hours long, so don't feel shame. My first time, given that there's now new content since my first run, my run probably would have been like 4.5 hours long. So like feel no shame if it takes a little while for you to get up to par. Like, this is a hard game to run. Alright, he's down on the ground. I can actually... Oof, there we go. Man, thanks for the luck. Thanks for the explanation. Love the atmosphere of your stream. Yeah, I'm trying to keep... I always try to make sure, despite the intense gameplay, that the game is always chill. By the way, it should be noted, opening that chest does not count as a chest, or otherwise I would have gained health from it. Alright. So one of the big problems with the Duelist is actually how hard it is to attack this boss specifically. This phase of the boss is just really hard for the Duelist to find opportunities because it has to like avoid and has such a small hitbox on the rapier. So I have to like perfectly time with when it lands on the ground to attack. If I mess up this timing, it like doesn't hit at all. But it seems to be going really fine right now. Maybe that was just a theory that in practice ends up being false. Whoop. Gotta be careful. So the orb should be noted that the red tinctures, the little things, the projectiles he shoots out during that phase are not considered projectiles at all, and none of the projectile deflecting attacks actually deflect them, which makes that a very threatening attack. Whoop. Yeah, so I'm trying to drag this guy over to the center and then just go under him, because I want to make sure if this happens, he uses this attack, I have as much room as possible to avoid and evade. Alright, he's almost dead. Let's just focus on the last bits of damage. There you are. Oh my gosh, so I just realized, run's not over yet. Run is not over yet. Well, I killed all the bosses, and I'm going to just exit now, because the moment you open the chest, the game recognizes it as you killing the boss. I still have not picked up the book. This is all bosses, all heirlooms. I missed an heirloom. So like you could see right there, the picture is highlighted. The boss is killed. but I forgot to pick up one of the heirlooms. So the run's actually going to end as I pick up this item here. Do have to do the little challenge, but that's a little funny. Alright, Hater, yo, I'm back. Just prepared some spices for Ramadan. Glad to hear it, man. Glad to hear. Enjoy. Yeah, enjoy. You have a... Ramadan is like a... I know it's a celebration of some sort. I don't... Unfortunately, I am not a bit ignorant of other cultures as much. I know it's important. I'm sorry. I feel like I've learned it like 13 different times. But because I don't do it myself, I don't remember exactly what it is. Oof. All right. Just keep moving. The roll is pretty awesome though. Definitely gotta say the roll is great. Whew. I will say if I miss one, it is always book. So you're not wrong. You're not wrong. All right. Isn't it worth to go fish the thing giving you 15% more damage? So here's the thing. You have to have the book in order to get that damage boost. And as you saw, I did not have the book. And we actually did the math. If the thing is in your way, then sure. But if it's not in your way, it is not worth it to go out of your way for that damage boost. It is not worth going out of your way for that damage boost. I actually spent a whole stream looking at the math of the numbers of how much health the boss has. And it's not worth it. You can kill it faster than you can find that room. But if you found the room, as you're saying, if it was directly in my path, it would make sense. But the room has no teleport to it, so it is not worth traversing all through this thing and study, possibly taking damage, just to get that 15% damage boost. If you just randomly find it and you already have the book, it is worth it, but otherwise not really. Oof. But yeah, thank you for the notice, Renu. I did, because I had to do an entire stream, because we knew Lamech, it didn't make sense, because that room's so far, even when you find it, the room's so far up and through the area that it's not enough. But then like Void Beast Bareth, I've been getting that. Because it's so close, you can argue that it's close enough that's not it's the damage boost for the Void Beast is close enough that while it's a reduction in time frame, it's not so severe that if you need it, just go take it. Don't you worry about that. For Nama, it's like exactly equal. Like the amount of damage boost you get from Nama versus how long it takes to get is almost exact in timing. Unless you have an excuse to go to that room for another reason, such as a lily is nearby. But because the loading times actually count, if the loading times are rough on you, it ends up actually taking more time, and if they're not, it doesn't. And then as I said with Enoch, you have to not just find the room, it has to be on your path. It has to be on your path. You have to be like, have the book, be searching for Enoch, run into that room.